Breaking news coming in this hour. MEA spokesperson Syed Akbaruddin is addressing the press over the latest situation in Iraq. Let's cross live.
Concern in terms of the situation there. And those areas are not all over Iraq. So there is the northern part of Iraq, where it is Kurdistan, part of it where there is a local government fully working, and there are no issues there. Also the southern part, there are no issues. So if you take in all our Indian nationals, there are approximately, I would think, about 6,000 in the northern part. There are approximately another 3,000 or so between Baghdad and Najaf and Basra, etc. There remain another total. In the affected part, our evaluation is this is a little above 100, where there are areas of uncertainty, where the situation is tenuous, where communication is uncertain, and where we are trying to work with small communities, we are trying to work with construction companies, etc. And that's why the difficulty in this. Now, there are normally people from various countries, various states in any country. And it is normal if the state government set up a contact place where they can get information. So, relatives of people who are in Iraq are perhaps contacting people in Kerala, in Telangana, also in New Delhi. By my account, since last evening, we have received something like 60 phone calls from families of people who are in the region and who would like to know the situation. Also, there are 60 phone calls, 60. Also, I am getting information from a variety of sources, including some journalists here. This morning, a colleague of yours contacted me and said that there were 200 Indians in Najaf who were feeling uncomfortable because of the situation. Immediately, we contacted the ambassador there, who contacted this company. It was a Turkish company, and the company said that they are, if any Indians want to go back, they are willing to provide assistance. And the first lot of people from that Turkish company are leaving on Friday, because the airports in Baghdad and in Erbil are open. So there are no restrictions in those areas. So please be rest assured that the area which is facing this uncertainty in terms of the security situation is not where the majority of Indians are. But that said, this is not about majority or minority. This is about Indian nationals. And you are aware of two major cases of Indian nationals where their security situation seems to be rather tenuous. One relates to the 46 Indian nurses who are in Tikrit. Our mission has been in touch with them. Some of you have directly been in touch with them also. We had requested the Red Cross to try and contact them and to see at first hand, ensure their security and welfare. The Red Crescent, I beg your pardon, did respond to us that they had gone there, met several of them, and had communicated to them that in the current situation in Tikrit and in Mosul, it is not appropriate to take the surface route. And therefore, they have advised in Tikrit that they do not use the surface route. As part of our planning, we have a contingency planning unit working in Delhi. They have worked on a variety of options, because whatever the number, yes, it is true, out of the 46, several Indian nurses prefer to stay back. But even if there are 1, 2, 5, 10, we are willing to assist to the best of our abilities. Let me assure you, as you said, we are working on all fronts. There are those states working. There is the External Affairs Minister who took time off even from her meeting this morning to make telephone calls to the relatives of some of those who are involved in these areas where the security situation is tenuous. We have Mr. Anil Wadhwa, Secretary East in the Ministry of External Affairs, spearheading all our contacts with various international organizations to try and see what we can best achieve in that. We have our ambassador there along with an embassy. We are not fair weather friends. We don't intend to shut down our embassy. In fact, we intend to increase our embassy's effectiveness, and we have decided that our former ambassador there, Mr. Suresh Reddy, who is currently in Delhi awaiting his next posting, will be sent back to Baghdad so that he can reinforce the embassy's abilities in this crisis situation. Now, these are difficult times for us, and we are trying our best on all fronts. And let me assure you, we will not leave any stone unturned in our quest to help every single Indian national. Yes, ma'am. Just a minute. You get the mic.
Workers were.
Yes. Thank you very much. Yes. The 40 workers who were working in Mosul were working with a company called Tariq Noor Al Huda Construction Company. Our understanding is, based on information that we have gleaned from a variety of sources, including the International Red Crescent, that these 40 Indian workers, I can confirm to you now, have been kidnapped. These are difficult situations. We are working with the company. Also, we are trying to work with the International Red Crescent, who have confirmed to us, but they have also indicated that at this stage they do not know the location of these 40 Indian workers who are kidnapped. This has triggered off for us a very difficult situation, with us working with several of our partners in Iraq as well as elsewhere to try and see what would be the best ways to take this our effort further. At this stage, I'm afraid I can't share further information with you except to indicate to you and to confirm that yes, 40 workers of the Tariq Noor Al Huda Construction Company who are Indians have been kidnapped. We will keep you informed of further information on this matter as we proceed. One finished.
States do these construction workers belong to mostly? Anything that you can share about these workers?
My understanding is they're largely from the northern part of India, from Punjab belts, etc. But I cannot be very precise because in terms of information flow in such circumstances, you can never be certain about exact information. So I can indicate to you broadly the trend of this information rather than get into specifics. So I hope you will understand that. Yes, Nidhi?
Have you received any ransom call at all? Because this group is known to make demands for ransom. Any indication
No,
of
we
that
have
yet?
not. I can confirm to you again. We have not received any calls of any nature from anyone who has indicated that about ransom, or also whether that they have taken into they have taken these Indian workers under their control. We have not received any information whatsoever, nor any request in this. At this stage, as I said, even the International Red Crescent is not aware of their location. Yes, sir.
May I ask who have kidnapped those 40 Indian national, and when it happened?
I cannot give you details because we do not know who is. What we know are from the humanitarian agency. They themselves don't know where the location is. So speculating of who, at this stage, I don't have that answers for you, but I have an answer and a confirmation that it is with deep sadness that we can indicate to you that 40 Indian workers working in Mosul in the Tariq Noor Al Huda construction company have been kidnapped. Yes, Sinjoy?
You said that you confirmed they were kidnapped.
Yes.
How do you know that they were kidnapped? I mean, how are you getting this information if there's not been a ransom, if there's not been
I said
any
that
sort
we
of
are working with humanitarian organizations working there. We have contacts with UNAME, with the International Red Crescent, with the Iraqi government. Now, please don't ask me what channel is providing what information, but I have confirmed to you that the Red Crescent did indicate to us that they, as per their information, they can indicate that 40 Indian workers have been kidnapped. They do not know the location. Sure. Just a minute. Yes?
No, there are some missing links, like were they kidnapped en masse, when were they kidnapped, from where were they kidnapped, any idea whether they're taken away in trucks or a gunpoint from the street, were they kidnapped while trying to come to Baghdad? Do you have any details on all that?
Well, look, this is a situation where information is trickling in from various sources. It is information that we are piecing together here based on inputs received, and I do not want to provide you information which is not authenticated and validated. So at this stage, please bear with us. These are difficult circumstances both for the families, for those who are working, and for the country itself. So please bear with us. We will try and share with you information as it trickles in. Yes, just a minute. Amrita, just a minute.
Insofar as you're able to share with us, you're saying that the Indian government is working with the humanitarian international agencies and the Iraqi government to get them back as well, to rescue them?
No, at this stage, we need to get as much information as possible. And we are trying to get information, we are trying to establish contacts, we are trying to work with anybody on the ground who can assist us in this difficult circumstances. Yes, Dilip? Just a minute.
सर मेरा सवाल इराक से हटकर चाइना को लेकर है। खबर इस तरह की है कि
नहीं, लेट्स फिनिश, पहले ये खत्म हो जाए, उसके बाद I'll take 2 more questions because I understand that it's important, but I won't be able to answer all questions, but I'll try and answer 2 questions. Yes.
So are we also taking help from the US, since they have a lot of experience in Iraq to establish the coordinates and rescue these workers?
I will not get into operational details. Please try to understand that in an evolving situation, we are not going to share such information of who we are working with. I've told you, we are willing to work with every organization and every individual who will assist us in this difficult circumstance. Yes, last question. Yes, Manu.
As you mentioned, you're in touch with the international organizations. Have they given any assurance to us on the safety of the kidnapped workers?
Manu, humanitarian organizations work very differently. There are no guarantees in this, but all that it indicates is our willingness to interact with everybody on this. So please do not think in terms of ironclad guarantees. We have exposure and understanding of these situations. Please bear with us. We will try and provide you further information as it becomes available. For now, let me reconfirm. All that I have to share with you is that I can confirm that 40 Indian workers from Tariq Noor Al Huda construction company have been kidnapped. Now I'm over with that. I have another appointment to go to. But yes, pardon? I will not get into those details. We will give you, we don't even know where they are. So please understand that. Yes, no, pardon? Yes, ma'am, okay. Just work.
Are you working with the oil ministry, or has the finance ministry got in touch with you about the energy crisis that this has triggered?
Look, I think you're new here. I never get into intra-ministerial consultations. This is not the remit of this briefing. We never get into discussions, but any matter which impinges on India in terms of its external relations is what we will be involved in. But I will not get into details of what X ministry or Y ministry is working with us on. I never do that. And everybody who is here knows of it. Yes, sir. Last question and then we will end. Yes.
It is on the Indian priest who was abducted in Afghanistan.
I have nothing further to share beyond what we shared last time, that there were some leads on which some of the Afghan authorities were working. They have kept us informed, but I have nothing to share on a minute-by-minute or a day-by-day basis on this. I do understand your interest in finding out, but operational reasons require us to work quietly on this, and we are working quietly on this. Yes, last, Dilip, and then I'll leave.
सर मेरा सवाल चीन को लेकर है। चीन ने एयर स्पेस वायोलेशन किया है जोशीमठ के पास 30 अप्रैल और 13 जून को। उनके एक हेलीकॉप्टर LAC के अंदर 30 किलोमीटर तक वो आ गए थे। आपके पास कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन है और आपका रिएक्शन क्या है इस पर?
दिलीप, आप जानते हैं कि ना, जब बॉर्डर पर कुछ इश्यूज होते हैं तो ये बॉर्डर के जो हमारे वीर सैनिक हैं वो उनकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है और वो रिस्पॉन्ड करेंगे। अगर आप कह रहे हैं कुछ ऐसा हुआ है, मेरा आपसे ये रिक्वेस्ट है कि आप ये उन वीर सैनिकों से पूछें, क्योंकि वो बता सकते हैं एग्जैक्ट डिटेल्स। Thank you very much. I will end that discussion right now. Thank you.